So we are now on day 8. We finished day 8 of our 10-day advanced follow-up retreat in Cancun with Dr. Joe Dispenza. And we will share about the last 4 days, starting day 5. We didn't really have time in between to make a video for you and also for us because we like to rewatch this later. So we
would
have a little
time,
bit more
but
to
we
share
would
about.
If we would have time, we would have to sleep less because
We would have to compromise something.
Yeah.
Sleep or food or chatting with other people.
Which we don't do much because it's still moving. We are going from food quickly because there is plenty of people everywhere. Then we run to the ballroom. There we have some teaching or meditation. Then we run again to food, but it's really a long time before the ballroom empties because you are in a line to get out of the ballroom. And then you are in line to get to the bathroom, then you are in line to get your food because there is everywhere, everybody wants to do the same thing at the same time on these retreats. So it's quite good to have some snack on the go with you. It's really cool to be prepared for this and not be extremely hungry than in a line when you are waiting somewhere. Yeah, so it's very intense and it's very tightly scheduled, so you don't really have time for sunbathing or you can decide you want to eat food for lunch or you want to sunbathe and swim in the water like in a sea. If you want to do both, it's really tight and you don't really have time for anything else. Basically you have to be like really strict and don't talk to other people and so on. So
as we know it.
Yeah, as we know it, we were
that's
counting on
what we sign up for.
That's what you sign up for when you go to Dr. Joe's retreat. You have to count on that he will take you to on a journey where you will not have space to do what you normally do, scrolling on internet or anything.
We didn't even really have time to have dinner with our friends yet. With some we did, but with others we still didn't make it. We might not make it at all. But that's okay too. So day 4, I think we had we started with a live walking meditation. Dr. Joe was doing with us so far, I think 4 or 5 live walking meditations, meaning we
were preparing for the electric body electric walking meditation on day 4 now.
And we had the preparation.
And day 5 we did the walking meditation.
And it was so amazing because each team color has a designated desk where they will pick up headphones, and these headphones are on a certain channel. And then they receive the radio signal from Dr. Joe's meditation. He's also with us on the beach and he directly guides us through the microphone. There's music playing.
Will you go up a little bit?
A little bit up, yeah. Otherwise it looks like you're taller than me. And it was so amazing because Dr. Joe has never done that before, that he's actually live guiding us, and it's so different when all of us do the same thing at the same time. And I actually had a little deja vu or an epiphany because it was always my dream. I used to watch these videos about flash mobs where people would just meet at a certain place and either sing or dance, or they have headphones or a certain audio program that they listen to, and they all do the same thing at the same time, like they freeze or they start to shake hands with some strangers. And I always really found that fascinating and it was moving me. And now we were actually doing exactly this thing because we all had, we were standing at the same time, moving at the same time, laying down at the same time. And it's also very convenient when we're on the beach. It's not such a huge beach, so there's not somebody laying down and you have to walk around them. We all do the same thing at the same time.
So it's a little bit safer than normal meditations when we do walking meditation without these special headphones. And then some people start 5 minutes, 10 minutes later than you or earlier, and then they are in a different phase of meditation. So you're probably you can lay down on the beach and somebody could walk over you and put the sand all over your face and stuff, and maybe sometimes they are in a trance, so they don't even see you laying there, and it's a little bit tricky. You have to trust a lot and find a really good spot where you are safe. So it was a very nice walking meditation because it was totally new, I think, also for the staff, for Dr. Joe. It was absolute experiment, and it went really well.
It worked really good, yeah.
Yeah, we had to adjust to different kind of sound, basically, because you still hear the radio.
Interference.
Interference.
Sometimes, yeah. If you are moving too far away from the location where the signal is sending. I was just, for example, today on day 8, we did a walking meditation now at night, and I was laying down in a place where I had really a lot of interference, and I could barely hear Dr. Joe. It was so bad, and my ears were hurting afterwards.
Yeah, so walking meditations are very much welcomed by people as well here. People are clapping out after this. Today, day 8, people were even screaming, you know, when we were finishing meditation, they were screaming and whistling, and like it was abundance meditation, but we will get to this later. So from day 5, I have notes that Dr. Joe, which stuck with me, which I want to be still reminding to me, is that I'm not the body, and the weird things happen behind the frequency of light. So if you are going to tune into the blackness and nothingness, and if you want to change your body, or if you want to connect to some other realms or other possibilities for you in a quantum field, it could be sometimes very weird because it's unknown and you might not even feel comfortable with it. That's why we practice to feel relaxed in the unknown. And Dr. Joe said also that, because I think it's nice that he said that it's when you don't know this place, then it could be a little scary also sometimes. Yeah, and do you have something?
Day 5 was also when we started with healings, right? Or did we already have on day 4?
Yeah, I think it was day 5 when we started the healings. Yeah, day 5 we started healings. So we were having beautiful introduction for healings, and actually we had the opportunity to have here children from orphanage, and they were really tiny, sometimes 1-year-old children, or even smaller than 1-year-old, until 17. There we had 27, I think, of those children here, and it is very beautiful because they were sexually abused. They were they were used for trafficking. Their parents were drug addicts and stuff like that.
Abandoned.
Yeah, they were beaten up.
So they ended up in an orphanage, and it's an orphanage in Cancun, where they usually start, and then they search for somebody that is responsible for these children, some relative that would have to take care of them, and if they don't find anybody in a certain time, then they stay there forever or until they get adopted, and they usually don't get adopted.
And these children are so used to be basically abused that when they get in a safe space like orphanage, they still continue with self-harming. They cut themselves, they are very aggressive, they can't sleep at night, they have a problem to close their eyes and relax because they have some trauma in a back, from the past, and actually they have very great success with these children because then
with the Coherence healings now.
With the Coherence healings, because these children could actually absolutely change and heal from this and start better life, and it's a very great chance for them to start new life.
A lot of Dr. Joe's staff is probably Mexican, or they are definitely connected to Mexico in some way, and they work with prisons for women, for men, and also orphanages. And the Casey was on stage. She's from the medical team, from Dr. Joe's staff, and she was the one who orchestrated these children to travel all the way to this hotel here. Some even stay here for a few days.
Now we have children which are 5.5 hours ago, 5.5 hours away from this, and they had to stay here for 3 days of Coherence healing. So they
never
stay
seen a
in
beach, and they stay in this hotel.
Yeah,
it's so
we
beautiful.
are so happy that they must be excited that they will get this amazing food, and they have these huge rooms, and they can see the beach because they don't know this stuff, and it's so beautiful. And I believe that they even have some donations, or they have some fund for them. So if you would be interested, we will definitely link it somewhere for you.
I don't really know where I would be able to find it.
Yeah.
But the Gift to Give Foundation that comes from Dr. Joe's work is very much involved in this process.
We can also ask if you are interested.
Let us know in the comments.
We can ask Casey or somebody. Just to be a little bit in real world, Dr. Joe is quite strict with us when he is saying that he is in love with us. Of course, he loves people. He loves to give people a chance to grow and transform. But at the same time, he doesn't forget to mention some of you in a meditation were doing great, or some of you surprised me. I fell in love with some of you, because he is honest that some people came here into this retreat, even in this retreat, which is very advanced, not really in a great energy or with the great intentions. And some people didn't get in because they didn't have such a great chance to get in. And I, for example, had next to me people who were not even, they were sitting in a meditation, or husband and wife, and the husband just didn't care. He was just looking around, and we did kaleidoscope meditation, and they went for a smoke before the meditation. You can imagine that after
it stinks.
We sat in a meditation, it was a bit stinky there, and they say that they don't like us to wear any essential oils or strong colognes and so on, because they don't want us to disturb people in meditation, but that is also for smokers, right? So it was a big experience
and
for
we
me.
also met people who just said, oh yeah, in the morning I didn't go for meditation, or I skipped the last 3 meditations. We can't understand this.
We
and we're also tired like crazy. It's super challenging.
It is very tempting. The 8th day now, it's very tempting to skip meditations, to say, hey, let's relax.
I really am happy that you're like this too. But for Petra and me, we're absolutely uncompromising. We would never want to disappoint Dr. Joe
or us. It's
or us. Of course, it's towards us. It's just fun. But we are here because we want to have an experience, and we want Dr. Joe to stretch us further than where we would usually go. And it's absolutely like unquestionable.
So Dr. Joe is not afraid to say, why did you come here?
Yeah, if you skip meditations, why did you come here?
Why did you come here?
And the guy that was telling me, oh, I didn't come in the morning, I was just sleeping in, he missed a meditation from day 2 or 3 where Dr. Joe said he really wants us to synchronize now as a group. He wanted to get the energy on a really higher level because he wanted us to be able to heal well, to really create a lot of change and transformations. And he just skipped that one, and it's super crucial.
It's really important for him, and I now see the point that we synchronize as a group, because we sit in one ballroom and we have to create this energy, which is gonna be all of us. You know, we are
and
part
everybody
of
counts.
Everybody counts. Basically, when you sit in a bus with somebody, or in a car with somebody, or in an airplane with somebody, you are inhaling and exhaling all the time. You are basically inhaling and exhaling information and basically body from somebody else. Because if you think about it, everything what you inhale goes in, like the air you inhale goes inside of your body into every cells, every tissue and everything, then you exhale it. And then the information goes in the air, and if it is closed room, then somebody else has to inhale you. Basically, we are all connected. And then you can say, oh, it's disgusting, I want to stop this. Yeah, you can stop it for 3 minutes, but if you don't do that, if you don't want to be connected to somebody else, then you are not able to be alive, because your body will not live longer without oxygen, right?
Dr. Joe says something funny. Sometimes he says, "Now, I love you, but I don't trust you."
Yeah.
So that's why he then, when we lay down, he does the inhale, exhale breath, because he doesn't want us to fall asleep.
Yeah, like basically over-oxygenating body, taking like maybe 30 deep inhales and exhales, even with the exhale with contraction of the core muscles, to just really boost the
he says it's for the arousal.
For the arousal.
Just do it for the arousal, because the feeling that you get when you inhale, exhale really sharply and fast, and then you finish, you have like this tingling sensation in your whole body, and it's like the electric body, you know, that we want to experience as well.
I also love when he mentioned that social media is actually recycled ignorance. I totally love this quote. He did it on...
I don't get that. Can you explain it?
It's recycled ignorance, because it's actually not giving anything to anybody. It's just, you know, there are some lies which are presented and adored by somebody else, and it's just not even interacting with you or anything. It's just ignorance. And I don't know if you agree. Post it underneath the video, and if you have a different opinion about social media, please share with us. We would like to inspire from you as well. So so he says that it's maybe better, it's definitely better to fall in love with your creation, your life, than to just consume the social media, the recycled ignorance, right?
We were also doing a kaleidoscope meditation on day 5. We were then working a few times in meditations with the kaleidoscope. He was blending in images and asking us to close our eyes, open again, look at the kaleidoscope, and so on. We were also going through some molecules of the mystical, but we only focused on DMT now. So the idea is that if we continuously... You're going away?
I'll just go for a little bit.
So if we continuously focus on creating DMT from the pineal gland, that's where it would be produced, we continuously put that information of DMT. The formula is N-dimethyl 5-methoxytryptamine. So he kept repeating it, and we kept looking at the molecules, how they looked. And the idea is that when we are able at some point that the information is passed on to the subconscious, then it will be automatically producing this DMT, and we would run into an experience. So he kept repeating it until we could then experience it. It doesn't really matter if it happens now or later, but the idea is just you keep repeating something, you have the intention, you really want this experience, then you can create it. So that's what we worked with on some meditations with the kaleidoscope.
Yes, Dr. Joe loves his DMT and loves the molecules because he knows that the body, our pineal gland, is able to produce these great chemicals which are extremely healing for the body, and why not to create it on our own without any drug, without any exogenous substance, which is amazing. It's just enough to tune into it.
So, two very important things that I learned that really stuck with me, that changed the way I see this work and I see my future, are the following. The first one is, when we used to work ourselves into an emotion of anger because we had something bad happening to us, and then we think about that person, we think about that situation, and we really get into it, and we get angrier and angrier, and we have like these scenarios in our head going on how we would hurt that person, or how we would pay them back. We are working ourselves into that state. And exactly the same thing is what we want to do also with this work, but we want to work ourselves into a state of highest love, like this theme is, or a state of abundance, or the body electric. We really need to do it proactively. He says we need to go get it instead of waiting for it to come to us. And like he says, the breath work that he does is 50% passion. Shall I hold it? So we need to really work ourselves up into this, and sometimes a little bit overdo it as well. And really, like the body electric, we have to work ourselves into feeling this electricity in our body. It's not just, oh yeah, okay, I'm doing now meditation, it's the body electric, and maybe it will just happen.
I would have to say that now on day 8, it's quite hard and tough to really work yourself up all the time, because we do meditation after meditation. In between we eat, and we basically sprint back and forth from the room and from the beach and so on.
I'm a little bit in a slump now. I'm like...
it's a little bit like...
The passion is...
It's a little bit tougher, and it's exactly how he wants to stretch us. He wants to be able to do this even though we don't feel really well. And it's good for you to practice this skill too. So when you feel low in your life and exhausted and tired, you will be still able to tune or open up at least for these emotions, and not let these bad emotions which are making you sick, and it's really good to do this.
And you need to understand that you need to work yourself up into joy or into happiness or love for life. You need to really you have to create it. It has to really come from your efforts and your passion. Petra is impatient.
We have like 5 minutes more for the video because we have low storage. So we will try to make it a little bit quicker. Day 7, it was amazing that he said a few times that I can feel like this all the time. I wrote it down because whatever you want to feel, you can feel like that all the time whenever you decide to feel like that. And it's beautiful and it's amazing. You want to feel in love with life all the time, or whenever you remember, you feel love for life. Nobody is going to tell you how you feel inside. Nobody. There is no force in this planet to do this, and your body will thank you for that. And also, what is beautiful, he said that all the mystics in history and so on, they were always focusing on removing all what is between me and pure love, or what is between them and pure love. It's absolutely amazing. Basically, it's describing all, because you want to remove everything from your life what is totally blocking you from receiving more pure highest love. And I think it's really important to constantly remember, if you feel some anger, or now for example we did walking meditation number 8, people were screaming and excited, or not 8, but we did abundance meditation, but this the day 8 I'm sorry. People were screaming and being happy and absolutely dancing and so on, and I was also happy, but I was so tired I couldn't express it that much, and I couldn't tune into those energies anyways. But I still was there. I showed up. I was there, and I still don't want to, even though I don't do that well in a meditation according what I evaluate as doing good in meditation, I can still show up and I can still give my best in that moment, and I don't have to put there other stuff which will block my flow of highest love. I don't have to make the path crowded.
So when we were doing this walking meditation for your abundant life, I was during the lay down in the last portion, I was in that section where I really had a lot of radio interference, right? and it was extremely loud and very distractive. And I was thinking, should I get up and move somewhere else? And I just stayed instead. And it just got worse, and people started to scream around me because I was quite close to Dr. Joe, so they wanted him to notice them, and you know how they're happy and so on, and it was really hurting my ears. And when we were done with meditation, like I got already up a little bit earlier from the meditation because I had then better signal with while I was sitting, and then when the meditation was done, they were playing some music. I had my headphones down because I really needed a break, and all of a sudden everybody was singing the same song, I Love My Life, from Robin Williams. And I was like, why is everybody singing the same song? And why is everybody screaming so much? We love you, Joe. We love you, Dr. Joe. Then I put my headphones on again. It was the music. And I was really not in the mood to dance or celebrate because my ears were just hurting and I thought they were overdoing it. But then I was like, yes, okay, so this is now my opportunity and it's a nice song and now let's celebrate. And so I put my headphones on and I just decided to dance and to enjoy this moment as well for me. But a normal program would be I'm mad at everybody and they can go to themselves, you know.
Maybe we can talk about other things like abundance, because there was a day, like we started day 7 and we continued day 8, which is today, with abundance, and maybe we can give it like a separate video or not?
We could maybe. We also did the abundance course that was online from Dr. Cho. We did that in March. So it was exactly the same teachings, but it was really cool that he also took his time now for 2 days or 3 days almost, that we were focusing on abundance a lot because it's what a lot of people want. We had an amazing testimonial from a woman that was today. She was so joyful. She said she was an absolute personality of lack. She was really struggling in her job. They continuously had layoffs, and every time there were layoffs, she would have a job from another person on her. At the end, she had like 4 people's jobs doing it herself, and she was working 120 hours a week.
They will definitely release the testimonial.
I hope so, but I'm not sure
too.
because these abundance,
But I want to
sometimes
say
people don't want to share it publicly.
one healing testimonial on the stage we had the day before, and which means yesterday, and there was a lady which had transplant of liver, and she actually took immunosuppressants. You have to take this for the rest of your life. She had pains. She was like really in a bad state, and she had to take medicaments for the medicaments, which they did side effects, and for those side effects another medicaments and another, and she was a mess. She created so many problems with her health, and she said, okay, I have to get off the medicaments, and she managed to get off immunosuppressants. And you know, when you have a liver transplant in a normal world, not with the doctor world, you have to really take immunosuppressives for the rest of your life, because you have a different foreign tissue in your body, and your body would alarm all the time, and it would probably create huge inflammation there, or I don't know what could happen, and it would want to put away the tissue. But she focused on 2R1. 2R1.
It accepted it as its own.
Yeah, and the body accepted that organ as its own, and she doesn't have to be on immunosuppressants. I think for a half year already.
Yeah.
She's
I don't know how big of a deal that is, because I don't really know how that works. Yeah.
It's like an impossible thing.
Unheard of.
Absolutely, absolutely impossible thing. It's basically unreal, impossible thing that you don't have to suppress your immune system when you have another donor's organ in your body.
Okay.
Because if you put anything which is not having your DNA into your body will do everything what it can to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, and so to finish the testimonial from the abandoned woman.
I thought it was day 7 and then day 8
it was a different day. So she she decided that she wants to stop working like this because she was having at 1.4 jobs at once, like working for 4 people by herself. And she thought she would like to have abundance and would like to do something differently, but she knew Dr. Cho's work. She just didn't want to use the work for creating abundance because she didn't want to be disappointed about the work because she thought it wouldn't work for that. But fair enough, she went to an advanced follow-up retreat in Washington, D.C., and the theme was your abundant life, or the abundance of life. So she's like, okay, well, had to be like this, and she opened up for it.
And there is always the biggest struggle you will ever do in your life is that you will have to believe it's possible for you. That's the only thing which you have to overcome. And us too.
So she went for it, and she followed the teachings, she followed the meditations, and then I think in one meditation she had this vision of, my gosh, I could live this life. I would like to not have to. She was an engineer and a contractor. I would like to not deal with customer acquisition. I want them to come to me. I want to work for myself. I want to have a team. I want to pay them well. I want them to be really happy with their jobs. And first,
And everything happened.
and then one day she got a phone call. Like the day after, she got a phone call from her boss. Hey, I would like to give you a raise, and I would like to give you a better position. She's like, haha, no way, that's not what I want. Okay, she canceled that. Next day, she got another call. Again, a job offer from somebody who is a different company, would give her more money and also give her a job opportunity. And she's like, no, I want to work for myself. I'm clear. This is what I want. And then third day, or she was like, oh, I see how this is going. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. She canceled that. Third day, she got again a call. Some friend that she knows from the past said, hey, I know this company. They search for a contractor. Do you still have your license? Yeah, I do. They would like to funnel their clients directly to you if you would be willing. I told them how amazing you are. Would you be interested? And she's like, yes. And here we are 6 months later. She's close, like she already made 7 figures in these 6 months after that retreat. She will get to 8 figures this year, or in the first year. She has 25 employees. She pays them well. They really love to work with her. They're an amazing team, an amazing community, and this is what she created, and it's so incredible. And she was having such a love for life, such a joy when she was sharing this. She was just pure happiness on the stage, and I really loved it. It was so inspiring. So this is what's possible, and I feel that the abundance testimonials are a little bit rare in this work because people don't really want to go out and say, I made this much money.
She
because
was very sweet, the lady.
So amazing. Yeah.
So I think that we can go to sleep now.
But I was saying that I have had 2 very big important moments, 2 big realizations. I have to just think of the second one.
So I'll say goodbye to you, and Raphael will share with you because I'm going to quickly take care of my things so we can go early to bed.
Yeah.
But normally I would take time and we could talk about it for really, really long. But now we started to actually see how much it's important to have our energy and say no to things and really prioritize ourselves and so on. It's really very big teaching moments for me in here because I always stop and talk to everybody, and then I don't have energy in the morning to go to the beach to do meditation. So bye.
I have to make a little break and start another video until I remember. So the second thing that was really crucial for me in this retreat was that whatever we're creating, we have to fall in love with it in order to experience it. So for example, if we are doing a body electric meditation, we want to experience the electric body, we have to fall in love with it first with our heart. We have to fall in love with the body electric, even though we don't know how it feels yet, or how to like what the sensations are like, or how to experience it. We have to fall in love with it in order to have the experience. Same thing goes with abundance. We have to fall in love with our abundant self, with our abundant reality, before we can experience it with our heart. And I was never really aware of it. He said, yes, the intention from your brain sends the signal out, and the feeling in your heart draws the event back to you. I heard this numerous times, but now is the first time I really understand I have to fall in love with this experience that I want to have before it happened. So this is another really crucial thing, and I hope you can learn something from this and remember it. Thank you so much for being with us today. If you would like to do something really cool for you, we also have these shirts that say thank you in the front and I love you in the back. People were telling me how they liked it on this retreat a few times. So check it out in the online shop below. Thank you so much for being with us, and don't ever forget that you're unlimited.